influence as well, and it got really political because Goldfinger's brother, he was one of South London's top policemen. Um, and yeah, it all came to a head. Who knows who was involved or who wasn't involved? I'm not suggesting the Fed was involved or even Goldfinger was involved, but yeah, if you had to ask me my opinion, I definitely think they were.
I'll put another teaser clip up.
One can have many mentors, and I think sometimes as Americans, we think that we're the center of the world. And we are. Now, I'm just joking. Don't drag me. We think that we're the center of the world, but you realize that Clive Davis wasn't running anything in the UK music scene. Neither was Andre Harrell. Tim Westwood was running things in the UK hip hop scene. Okay. You could not make it without going and kissing the rings. Go to his channel. And y'all have to, because I have it up on the screen. I'm going to show y'all. He has had every big name American and UK rapper on his show. Okay. Clive Davis wasn't running ish in the UK back then. So yes, Diddy had his US mentors. We are talking about his UK connections and why the feds actually took a whole task force and flew over to the UK to question victims because there were too many to fly over here, and what his connect was, where he was throwing these parties, and who were the culprits. Again,
Carl, do you think because it's so historical that Westwood could end up in the mix with Diddy on the UK?
You can just see, you know what it was during that period, that all those videos with say Skepta and Westwood and Diddy and them all partying. I was away during that period, so everything what I'm seeing, I heard because we used to listen to the radio and he used to play the clips, but we couldn't actually see it. So it's put in the visuals. So you can just see the pattern and link up because Westwood was that guy. And as I said in that video, I forgot. When he flew to America after he got shot, he was in the studio and Puffy was in the studio with him. And he was amped. Got shot. You know how it goes in the streets. We take a one bullet. Show's got to go on. Let's play this. Drop them bombs, baby. All that shit. You know how he gets down. And Puffy was in the studio with him in America straight after he got shot. So yeah, it just makes sense because as far as I'm concerned, nobody gets any favors or is allowed to be around Diddy like that without bending over. That's facts. Nobody.
Is there anyone else that you are suspicious about that could get embroiled in the Diddy fiasco?
What, in the UK?
In the UK. Allegedly.
Allegedly. There's bundles. You know what it is? I've looked at it clearly, right? And obviously nobody's speaking, right? And I understand why no one's speaking. There's the fear factor. Because the UK industry is small. And obviously Geeks runs the industry with an iron fist. So someone who's a normal rapper, whether he's a gangster rapper or not, or someone who's a personality, if they was to come out and say, yeah, Geeks, what you doing, man? That's fruity. That's it. It's over for them. They can't go nowhere. They might get armed, etc. And then the other part of it is, it makes sense that anyone who attended those Diddy parties, they signed NDA contracts. Think about that. So if they open their mouths, they're going to be sued by whoever. That's just how it is. And his NDAs are different. I didn't know there was NDAs like that. With Diddy's NDAs, once you sign them, even if he punches you in the face or rips you off for £1 million and you sue him, you can't do it publicly. It's behind closed doors. And I didn't know there was NDAs that even exist like that. It's only after hearing about it and doing a little bit of research. So yeah, there's going to be many people. From what Tisha Tells is saying, and I've looked into it, for the FBI to come over here to interview people, then you know what went on at these parties. And remember what they're saying, at these parties, to get into the main event of these freak-offs, you got to drink a special potion. And once you drink that special potion, you're done. You don't want to drink it, you leave. So I personally think that once, you know, the cat comes out the bag, there's going to be a lot of people in the UK who will be exposed for attending those parties and being up to nonsense.
Question from Purple Blaze about Dutchavelli. You don't explain who Dutchavelli is and whether he could end up in the mix.
Dutchavelli. His name has been brought up in it a few times.
Yeah.
Tisa Tells says that Dutchavelli sleeps with dogs, cats, rats, men, women, boys. That's what Tisa Tells says after doing her research. Yeah, watch one of her videos. For me, obviously, you know what I think about this guy. I've done an interview with you previously. He's a full narcissist, and I stand by that. But with this drama, his name has been called in it. DJ Academics played a few videos. One where he was trying to blackmail Drake at the peak of the Drake, Kendrick beef, which was maybe, I don't know, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, and he was saying basically a favor for a favor, and it just came out that Dutch had done a favor for Drake allegedly, and by doing that video, he was trying to put pressure on Drake in a time when the heat was on Drake. Yeah, there's been other videos that have stated that Dutch is in Dubai, you know, acting, doing some questionable things. I haven't actually spoke to anyone in the UK who've attended those parties. I can't find no one who has actually been in those parties who's speaking. Was Dutchavelli in those parties? Who knows? And I say that because he hasn't really spent a lot of time here recently. But the Americans are putting him right in the middle and said they are saying that he attended those parties. I don't know, bro, but I wouldn't be surprised. It makes total sense because, you know, when you look at you just got to look at the network. You look at his sister. Again, I'm not saying she's involved, but when you look, how did she get in the game? She got in the game by doing the big song with French Montana. Who owns French Montana? Well, we know Diddy owns him. Diddy, as far as I'm concerned, was sleeping with him, allegedly. I've seen videos where he ain't got no clothes on, basically, and Diddy's got a bloody dressing gown on. It's stupid o'clock in the morning. He's singing "Happy Birthday" to him. I've seen videos where French Montana and Drake, not French Montana and Diddy, are spooning. All fruity stuff. From all the information that's come out recently, French Montana is fruity, which isn't surprising. But if French Montana was on a video and that's how he got in the game, you just don't know, do you? It's a crazy one. But as I said, I'm not even saying Steph's done anything wrong, but it just seems the circle's so small. And from what I'm seeing, I will bet my life on it that none of all those gangster rappers that are wearing dresses, where those actors that are wearing dresses, that are painting their nails, they're not doing it because they like it. They're not doing it because it's fashion. They're doing it because someone's got a video, someone's got a tape. And we know the tapes are circulating. You look at someone like Jaguar, right, who's been talking about these tapes for a while. 2 months ago, she was saying they're circulating for 500 million on the dark web. Now we know those tapes exist. And I don't think no one can hide because you look, the police have got the tapes. Allegedly, Kim Porter, Diddy's baby mother, she took copies of tapes and used them to blackmail him to get out of that relationship. She ended up getting killed. We know Jaguar has got tapes, and we know recently one of the lawyers came out and they've got tapes. So yeah, it's messy.
So the two biggest names in the UK that have been associated to Diddy's activities in London Naomi Campbell and Wayne Rooney. Any thoughts on them?
Wayne Rooney. Do you know what? I only saw that video recently because again I didn't see it because I was inside. And basically, there was a charity event. It might have been in London. It may have been somewhere. I'm sure it was in London. And Diddy appeared, and yeah, there was an auction for a night with Diddy. And Diddy said, "Okay, I'll do 3 nights." And Wayne Rooney, he bidded, I think it was £150,000. But what Diddy said, whoever bids for this, wins this bid, you will. You will party with me from Saturday, and on Wednesday you'll wake up next to me. He said that in his own words. And then Wayne Rooney, he won. However, someone told me, I don't know if this is true or not, someone told me that his wife, Colleen, blocked it and told him not, he didn't go. Naomi Campbell, she's been around forever, isn't she? With her, I haven't seen anything to know what she's done, but what I would say is she's always there in the background. Even when Skepta got big, and that's what they do. They place a handler with you, don't they? Or they place, someone in the industry with you, and then Skepta started to dress a bit freaky. I'm not sure if it went beyond that, but she's always there in the background. There's a lot of allegations coming out against her. Again, I just don't think you can survive in that industry for as long as she did without ticking the relevant boxes that those people require you to tick, allegedly.
Yeah, we saw that she was in the club from hanging around in the background in various photos with Epstein and Maxwell as well. She's everywhere.
It's a very, very, very small circle. You got Epstein. He was blackmailing government officials, and then you had the other guy. Is it Harvey? Me Too. Who was
Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, he was blackmailing the film industry, and we got Diddy, who's been blackmailing everybody. It seems that he was more powerful than I even knew. And I just think, I personally think, this is the warm up. This is just a warm up. The slam dunk is when he gets charged for the murders of Biggie and Tupac. This is just a foreplay. No disrespect to the victims.
I'm just going to keep going through the questions here then. Let's see. Because earlier you said about the mission to turn rap gay. And Rob posted Snoop, Tupac, Eminem, 50, not gay.
Is that what he said?
That's what Rob's asking about.
I saw a video about, I don't know, 6 months ago that shocked me. It was a video when Snoop Dogg, he got ownership of Death Row Records, and he was on a live or a video call, whatever it is, with Diddy. And Diddy's like, "Congratulations, Snoop, man, you done it, man." He's like, "Oh, respect, Diddy, man. I just done what you taught me, man. What you teach me, that's how I done this, man. I'm so grateful to you." And I was shocked to see that video, because if anyone knows the game, they know that Snoop was on the other side. It was Snoop, Tupac with Suge Knight, and Puffy on the other side with the rest of those guys. And anyone who knows the history knows that the day that Tupac got killed, Snoop wasn't there. He didn't travel with them. So yeah, he's definitely a snake. And again, I don't think he is exempt from this. So yeah, I just don't think nobody gets to hang around with Diddy and gets perks from Diddy without them having videos. It's just standard.
Linda's asking, how did the connection between Westwood and Diddy get discovered? Because there's videos of them on YouTube in each other's cribs way back in the day, all pally and...
Early days, he was the king. So anyone who wanted to break UK or, they had to go through him. So, yeah. And 50, I don't know, 50